Hello and good morning. Welcome to my channel. It should have been part 3 actually, to continue installing the parts I had previously purchased, but I'm gonna just change this part to 2.5. Unfortunately, last time I ran out of time because of my small fuck up while upgrading the headlights, and I thought I'm gonna do everything at another time, but life had a little different plans for me and for my daily, and I would say much more important job needs to be done. One morning I sat in the car and I turned the ignition to position 2 when everything lights up, you know, and I heard a familiar squeaking noise, and I was immediately I immediately recognized the sound and what was going on. The blower motor starting to fail, or is on the way of failing. It shows the signs of fatigue. When that squeaking noise appears, it usually means that the bearings of the motor have ran dry. One way or another, it will die soon. Of course, it might work much longer, maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe a year, but I would like to prevent that issue because we have winter time and it's cold outside and it's really horrible to drive when all the glazing gets foggy and stuff like that. It's gonna be no. And I'm quite sure that usually the motor dies on the coldest day, so I want to prevent that. And also, while I'm doing that job, I have to remove the instrument cluster. I'm gonna fix the pixels as well. As you remember, they were completely dead, and I bought the kit from pixelfix.net. I leave the link in the description. If anyone needs to fix their instrument cluster, you can buy it from there. I hope I managed to do it in first time. I don't want to do that job twice, but we will see, because I never fixed the E39 cluster issues, only E28, but it's more mechanical because there's like few gears you need to replace and that's it. But this is more delicate work and more small parts you can break, so you have to be really careful. But yeah, I went to the car parts store in the morning and bought the new blower motor from Valeo. Actually, there's a lot of different manufacturers on the market. You can get much cheaper than the Valeo, maybe 20-30 euros. But one time I used the cheaper one, and when I installed the blower motor and before assembling everything, I just tested it. Will it work like it should? And the issue was that the motor itself wasn't balanced properly, and it made it a little vibration through the dashboard. But at that time, I didn't have any solution than just leave it there. Over time, it got a little bit better, but still you recognized the little vibration, or made it like, it's really hard to explain, but I think you obviously know what I mean. But to replace the blower motor, it's quite a sizable job, because you need to get rid of all the top part of the dashboard, instrument cluster, A-pillars you need to remove, airbag, glove box, this plastic down here, all the original navigation system, everything. It's gonna be completely like bare naked, and on top of that, million screws. And then down here is the motor, which is, I don't know who designed that, come on. But yeah, enough of the talk, let's get to work, otherwise it's gonna be a long day. Okay, first remove the trim. I'm too lazy to use a screwdriver. Have to figure out some kind of system so I can find the screws later. I think I have these new ones somewhere. T8. This one you need to slide it a little bit backwards. Here are like two metallic clamps. The gong, or what makes the sound when something's wrong with the car. Okay, there's also screws missing. Oh man. Here's also should be, I think, T10 screws, but last guy who did something in here probably lost them and found not quite as close as they have to be. Wrong screws. Fucking hate them. A few connectors. Here's also two small T8 screws. I hope they are T8. At least I'm using the T8 socket to remove them. Now, cluster removed. This one I'm gonna go and put on the table because we need to fix the pixel issue on this one. Hopefully I don't mess it up. The frame. Those are really small. You can't probably even see it. It's like a watchmaker size. So remove the head unit. Also two connectors in the back. What the heck is that? This is new. This cable shouldn't be here. Maybe I can see some connectors or something. Two connectors. 3 and 4. Panel out. Someone has left me some kind of papers. Ticket hinter die Wind, Schutzscheibe legen, Eurobetrag geglättet. I have no idea, probably parking ticket from Germany. Scheckenhofstraße 4. Ja, das ist eine Parkzeitende. And somewhere someone has written on it, Donnerstag, 15 Uhr, Tim. Hello, Tim. This was probably your car, but well, not anymore. What do we have here? A working lighter. Ooh, I hope I'm gonna find gold here. Actually, I don't speak German at all, but when I was a kid, we didn't have much TV channels to watch. So we had Viva, Sat.1 und Pro7. Ja, das ist gut. That's crap. Oh. So, where's the cable? Still no idea. This is the cable. There's small clamps here and the other side. Those you need to remove to get the glove box. Remove the screws. I disconnected the battery. I don't want to feel the airbag in my face. 4 10mm nuts. Now it should come out. This is the pillow that stops you getting hurt while crashing the car. Now I can get rid of that. Or there's two 13mm bolts. It was loose. And one on the other side, also loose. I think everything removed as far as I can see. Here's the, I don't know, do you see? Here's the small cable. This is for the adjusting the cold and cool air. So it adjusts some flaps or something. GPS cable. Just pull it out. Oh, so stuck. Oh. And now we can remove the dashboard. I told you, easy job. Now the fun part, sound insulation, remove that. Of course it broke. That shit removed. There's a small tab, as you can see here. Most of the time it's really easy to break it, so you have to be really careful to remove all that. And As history has shown, I have broke these tabs a few times, so I'm trying to be extra careful today. Okay, now, so 3 clamps, then remove the cover. It's tricky because there's a wiring loom, making it a little bit harder, but voila! Here's the blower motor. 3 T25 screws, connector, and now it should come out. Here it is. And actually it took me, with all the filming and everything, approximately about 2 hours to remove it. I can do it a lot faster, but you know, you have to adjust the camera, the lighting, everything, so it takes time. So the old motor is removed. It's also made by Vahetus, but there's just a BMW logo on it. Otherwise they are identical. Here's the part number if you need it, but this one only fits with the automatic climate control. If you have the, you know, the turnable buttons, this means you have AC, and there's totally different blower, and it is really hard to find. As you can see, there's a brush, and the brush is completely worn out, so it was only a matter of time. And here's the groove, which shouldn't be here. I'm gonna show you the new one. As you can see, there's no grooves at all, just smooth surface. I think this will last really long time. Now let's put back the new motor. It's a tight fit. You can use a little bit force because those blades they bend pretty good and they don't crack too easily, so you can use a little bit force to push it through here. And before we're gonna put everything back together, I'm gonna test it just to make sure everything works. Where is my key? No key. Nice. And no squeaking noise anymore. That's a success. Yep. Going in. Dash is back. So let's install back the leg crusher. Fantastic. I have small backup of screws, so I should be okay. All screws belong either E39 or E38, so BMW. Should I even put it back together? Because this one is broken. As you can see, it doesn't lock. And I haven't found the not broken one yet. So I think I'm just gonna install it back, and when I'm gonna find this, I'm gonna just replace it. It's maybe 10 minutes, not more. Yeah, but that's what we do. What do you want? And finito. And center console done. It's not finished yet because, come on, I'll show you. First, the awful looking buttons. I bought new ones. I'm gonna replace these. What do you think? Looks like new. So this job is done. But the other project is this. And this. And this. And the manual. I'm trying to fix the pixels as well. almost all the pixels are dead. There's something I can read, some numbers, but not much. So I'm trying to fix that issue as well. But because I haven't done this before, so this is new for me. I bought all new bulbs as well. I might just replace them all, so everything is brand new. But let's start from the beginning. I think someone has already done something to it because some of the tabs are broken already. I'm just gonna follow the instructions. But yeah, definitely someone has messed with the cluster before because I have 4 screws missing. For fuck's sake. Oh, finally. So I'm gonna use a little tape just to mark the positions of the needles. That doesn't supposed to happen. Fucking hell, so fucking stuck. I hope you can hear me because my mic battery died and I think I fucked it up because when I tried to pull up the needles, 2 of the shafts came with it. Still, I'm gonna replace the LCD and see what happens, and if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna try to buy a new instrument cluster. The needles were so stuck on the shaft. I used a special tool which was provided with this one repair kit, and it still came out with the shaft. So, but I'm gonna finish the job anyway. So, acetonas. You can see the stains of the glue. So I got it as clean as possible. There's some stains, but I think it's okay. So I'm trying to line the contacts. Moment of truth. Everything works fine. And we have working pixels. Awesome. Job well done. As I previously mentioned, I managed to fix the pixels in first time. No issues whatsoever, everything worked perfectly. But while I was taking the needles off, I used a special tool what was provided by Pixel Fix. I don't know, maybe I did something wrong or the needles were stuck on the shafts. I managed to pull 2 shafts out with the needle. Well, I tried to fix that by like just a little bit winding up the spring again and push the shaft through that, but unfortunately it didn't work. Everything else works on the instrument cluster except the speedo. The needle comes with the speed, but it like jumps. It's not a smooth moving, you know, and when it gets to 100, that's the max, so it doesn't go over the 100. I don't know why. Also the RPM gauge, same story, goes a little bit over 1,000 or 1,500 RPM, something like that, and it stays there. When the car is on idle, it doesn't show anything. Also the temperature gauge, same issue. It doesn't go in the middle, it stays between the middle and quarter. Only thing that works is the lower one, which shows the fuel consumption. I would like to fix that, but I was watching Sreten's videos and he did the same thing, and he told in his videos that if you pull the shaft out, then you basically ruined it. It's garbage. So I went to the scrapyard and bought a new instrument cluster, but there are some minor things I would like to change. This is how I ended up. Like usually I try to do everything so carefully like you're supposed to do it, but somehow I still couldn't do it properly and messed it up. So let's try to do that again. So the left one is the one I bought a few days ago, and this is the one from my car, totally identical. Also from the back, this is from actually E39 3-liter diesel, but it doesn't matter. I think they share the same electronics, so I'm not worried. There's only small difference of the VDO product code and also the BMW original code, but I think this won't matter. Also the connectors are identical. I checked them all. Only thing what I'm gonna do is, as you can see, there's like black rings or circles. I don't like them at all. It looks ugly. Also there's a lot of scratches on the surface. This one is much better. There's small ones, but they don't bother me at all. I'm gonna replace the front cover with the other one. I'm gonna replace the bulbs because there's all new bulbs in my cluster, and we will gonna connect it to the car, see what it does. Easy peasy. Das ist quality. Okay, let's plug it in. Everything lights up perfectly. All the pixels are good. Only thing, there's a small, I would say a problem needs to be sorted out. I need to decode the cluster because, as you see, there's a small red dot. This means usually then that the instrument cluster has been replaced, and my friend just wrote me that he can fix that next week. Also, I need to fix the mileage. This one has 457,000, mine had 300 something thousand, 380 maybe. So I'm gonna put that correct. But other than that, everything looks like it should. It's in the car. Oh, you can see the taco works. Yeah! But yeah, looks like it's a success. Test was successful. We have all the screws. And if you remember, the other one I only had these upper two screws. Everything else was missing. So someone definitely has messed with that, and someone maybe has messed with that as well, but there's no proof that there has been some work done with the LCD or with the cluster itself, except the rings, but this is easy job. Job done. I'm gonna replace the bulbs as well. This is just for the parts, if maybe someday I'm gonna need something from it. So I removed the old one from my car, and this is the one I bought. It looks awful, like really freaking awful. This small tab is broken, like mine, but this doesn't matter. Also this tab is broken, so it's basically a junk. Only thing what is missing, I don't know, is it possible to see? There should be a little pin. If you compare them, like this. This one has a pin here. This one doesn't have, so it's gone. So I'm trying to get the pin out of this and install it to my old one. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. This is the pin I was looking for. Now I have to put the pin back on my old one. And look. It works. Thank you for watching again. I hope you liked it. All my struggles and we are adults, so all my fuck ups. Sometimes it happens when you're trying to fix something, but instead of that you're gonna break it. It's been like this whole my life, doing all kinds of maintenance on the car, and sometimes, you know, just shit happens and things don't go the way you want to. But next week I'm gonna try to sort out the cluster coding, get back the original mileage and get rid of that red dot on the cluster. And of course there's lot of small stuff to do, but I'm gonna just take step by step. I try to spend as much as time in the garage as I can. I have no idea when will be next video available. I'll do my best to keep you updated, try to create as much content as I possibly can. Luckily there's gonna be a week off. It's like Christmas vacation, and of course some of the days I'm gonna spend at home, and some of the days I'm gonna be here in the garage trying to fix the stuff I wanted to fix already a while ago. I have the new fog lights and also have the tail lights, fender indicators, the lower compartment covers. These I need to fix because those are broken, and probably next thing will be the tailgate because I don't like it. It doesn't work, and maybe I can figure out why. It doesn't raise, it doesn't come down like it should. It's the hydraulic version, and maybe there's some kind of, I don't know, cylinder wrong with it, something, or maybe the gas springs are too old, keep the tailgate open even if the cylinder doesn't work, and I don't know why. The previous owner told me that the springs and everything is replaced. Also she added oil, but it didn't fix the issue, so I have to figure out that, what's wrong with it. Then there will be in some point interior. I'm trying to fix the driver's seat. As you remember, it's broken from the side. I have one set of seats and the door panels and everything. I'm trying to make the interior look a little bit nicer. But yeah, maybe in some point I'm gonna do the sound. I have thought about the Android head unit, so I can use the Google Maps and the Spotify and everything, replace all the speakers. But yeah, I really appreciate it, all the followers, all the comments. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's so good to see that people like what I do, trying to get better day by day, week by week, and so on. Thank you again for watching. Give a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have positive or negative feedback, don't be afraid to write it in the comments. It always helps me and make myself a better than before. But yes, thank you and see you soon. Bye bye.